Hello there, Internet, and welcome back to Dead Space 3. Definitely feel like we are approaching, well, I know we're approaching the end of the game because we checked, didn't we? We're getting close to the end of the game. +1? Oh. At this stage... damage, clip, rate of fire. And I don't think anything here... oh no, reload will actually affect... reload affects the button. Achievement earned. You unlocked Full House. Okay. Whoop-de-doo. An alien artifact. Professional journal. I can read. Personal journal. Dr. Earl Serrano. By setting up camp at the edge of the deep dig site, I am able to oversee the excavation more directly than before. Each day is filled with thrilling new discoveries never before witnessed by another human being. Just yesterday, we broke through into a staggeringly huge internal cavity, filled with an eerie green light. There was a sudden rush of vapour as the two atmospheres met for the first time in eons. The deep dig teams were sent in with camera feeds to be my eyes and ears. I could hardly contain my excitement as the first images, grainy though they were, showed a vast city of magnificent architecture and towering statues rising out of the mist. Nice. Oh yeah, we haven't been through that door, have we? Duh. Ooh. Text log! Personal log. The cranium of the species contains 6 holes, each a passage leading to a resonance chamber not unlike our own nasal cavity. When air is blown through the holes, it passes through a phonic membrane that then vibrates and modulates the sound. By opening and closing the various membranes, notes are produced. This coincides with a written script observed carved into the surfaces of many of the structures we uncovered. It isn't so much a written language as it is a pronunciation key. There appear to be 6 basic letters or notes in the language. Simple, to be sure, but by combining notes, new meaning is conveyed. Thus, there is a notation indicating how long to hold each note. Now, it is highly unlikely that the species would need a pronunciation guide for its own language. In fact, it appears to have been added as an afterthought. It's as if they knew they didn't have long to live, and they needed to communicate something very important to whomever discovered their world. In a way, this notation was left for us, as a way for them to speak to us from beyond the grave. See, that's really cool world building. I don't feel like I've spoken much about world building in the last few episodes, because I've been dealing with stuff. But that kind of lore is what I really appreciate.
The misshapen moon in orbit. That's what controls the markers. It's the end state of these creatures. Or rather, it would have been. You see, the natives of this planet constructed a machine that froze the moon in mid-formation.
Huh.
It wasn't enough. Even half-formed, the moon's marker signal speaks to the markers back home. And it doesn't end there. There is a network of brethren moons spanning the stars.
Brother Moon.
Completes, it connects to this network, making them aware. If this moon should complete, its brothers will all come, looking for food. But there is hope. The natives never finished configuring the machine. It wasn't meant to merely freeze the moon, it was meant to destroy it. You'll need the codex. It is the key to unlocking this machine and reconfiguring it. Follow my trail into the heart of the machine and end this nightmare.
Carver, did you hear that? The machine can crush the moon. It just needs to be properly configured.
What about Danik?
Stopping Danik won't be enough. We need to get that codex back. It's the key to reconfiguring the machine. But Serrano's locked the passage using some kind of alien glyphs. I'm gonna look for a way to bypass it.
Ah, okay. So just to make sure that I understand this correctly, the background premise of Dead Space is that the necromorphs are a way for these brethren moons to clear the way and connect. So the markers receiving the signals are a way of corrupting the local populace, turning them into necromorphs. Convergence then takes place. Convergence forms one of these moons. It connects itself to the network, and then this species continues to expand and work its way across the galaxy/universe, self-replicating, self-propagating until it consumes everything. I think that is my understanding. If that is correct, that's really cool. It's not an unusual premise. It's one that has been done before. Nevertheless, it's been done in an effective way here. Yes, the game itself has lost some of, if not quite a lot of, the survival horror aspects that made the first game so appealing to me. But the actual story and world building or universe building, the background to these creatures, I think is really interesting and well done. And, you know, that makes a difference to me. I can kind of see why people are hard on Dead Space 3 for certain elements. But as I said right at the start of the playthrough, at least I think I said right at the start of the playthrough, I certainly said at the end of my Dead Space 2 playthrough, I am playing this game for the story. I'm playing this game for the story and seeing whether, when the Dead Space remake comes out in 11 days, because I'm recording this on the 16th of January, I want to see how much of this stuff is drip-fed back. Obviously, this stuff, I don't think they're going to foreshadow. I think it would be foolish to put any of the Brethren Moon stuff, or it said Brother Moons, didn't it, in the chapter titles. I've lost my list because I cleaned my desk off. But it was Brother Moon something. I could probably look at my playlist, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep on going. I'm really intrigued. Really intrigued. Translator. Right. So there's got to be a key. There's got to be a key somewhere for how to open this door.
Open.
Oh, I was actually quite close. Okay, and I'm just going to note that down because I suspect it might come up again. Open. And open! Hey, it's a door. Oh. Oh. Cool.
My God.
Mein Gott.
Holy shit. This must be ground zero.
Hi, Carver.
And that must be the machine. So I guess this is it, huh?
It feels really dumb that Carver just appears.
I need you to promise me something. If I don't make it, you'll get this done, right?
We'll get this done, Carver. You and me.
Yeah, but if I don't... I helped get us this far. And that's close
That
enough
door
for us to
is-
count, right?
Count for what?
I don't know, just...
Again, this is supposed to be a really dramatic cutscene,
Carver. You're a...
mixed up, messed up by audio glitches.
Son, wrecked my family. Isaac, I killed Santos. Is that what a good man does?
Good men mean well. We just don't always end up doing well.
Isaac has grown.
Yeah. Hey. I'm sorry about Ellie, man.
Me too.
Why is he suddenly so much more open with us now?
This way. Clear that rubble. Look,
I've just spent time
it's not too late.
praising the storytelling.
Let's go get that codex.
Well, no, I haven't. I've spent time praising the backstory building, haven't I? The actual storytelling through forced cooperativeness.
Try to slow down. You have to stop. Another way.
Isaac, is that you? You are unbelievably hard to kill. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
You know about the moon? Do you know what it is?
Part of the miraculous ecosystem, I assume.
It's alive, Danik. It's hungry, and it isn't alone. If you turn off the machine, you'll set it free. And then it and all its brothers find our markers, find us, and wipe us out.
How can you presume to know its intentions? You fear it because you don't understand it.
Danik, hear me out! Danik, are you listening to me? Motherfucker!
Oof. Language, Isaac. Language. Yes. Okay. Oh, hey, yeah, I'll put a salvage bot down here. Why not? Okay. Don't know what this is. Oh. Oh, it's going over there. It looks like a mini reactor. That's a cool city. Oh, shit! That's a bomb. Good to know. This is quite atmospheric. Oh.
Isaac, there he is! Danik! Shoot them! No, you don't!
What kind of helmets are these guys wearing? I'm noting. Was that Carver over there? Oh, we're going to have to toss him one of these, aren't we? So, actual... Actual co-op-y stuff? Oh no. We're just going to have to do this. There's an artifact there.
They can't be far. Do you see him? Yeah, on the wall. Stop him at any cost.
Artifact discovered.
He's getting away.
Jacob Danik.
I've got a plan.
Yes, some reading. Like any good spiritual journey, this trip has constantly questioned my beliefs and tested my resolve, but by careful observation of the facts, I now believe I know what truly has transpired on this planet and why our race has failed to achieve convergence. The natives of Tau Volantis, like ourselves, tampered with the markers and broke from nature's plan. Judging by the relative completeness of the moon in orbit, they were so close to achieving final lasting glory. Now we are faced with their test. Will we too fall short of eternal glory before we stopped mere inches? Because we stopped mere inches from the final stage? Will we also succumb to fear and fail to take the last step? Faith takes courage, my friends. Today, let us be the ones to set aside fear and accept the future promised by the markers. You're a nutter, mate. And run. Did I bug this out by stopping? What? What? Huh?
What kind of plan is this? Give it to me! Christ, you're heavy. Isaac, slip it! Isaac!
No!
Carver! Over here! Where? Oh, hell. I'll meet you at the machine!
Okay. Did that bug? Or what? I don't know. I have no idea. Ooh. Ooh. That's very dark. Oh, one of you. That'll do. Mm-hmm. This is fine. What could go wrong here? Alright, that's the main path. Ooh.
The deep dig teams are some of our brightest archaeologists and soldiers. What happened to them down here served as a cautionary tale to us all. What drove them to such extreme behavior, to such depravity and violence? I have sequestered their bodies in the staging compound. There I hope to find answers.
An
not only
optional
to their
mission?
demise, but to the workings of the artifact they discovered in the depths. The deep dig teams were some of our brightest archaeologists and soldiers.
This late in the game, there is an optional mission. I mean, sure. Let's do it. So this is the staging area 03. Uh-oh.
He was shivering, naked when I found him. The self-inflicted wounds carved deep into his skin. The meaning of which I can only speculate. I had to work to pry the artifact from his cold, white hand. A curious object made of an unknown material activated, it seems by sound. The markings are words, that I'm sure of, but without a means of translating them, I'm afraid its purpose will remain a mystery. If only there were more time, I could find other examples of the script stored here and unlock it.
I feel like I need to change subtitle size. Text log! Personal log, El Serrano. The deep dig survivors refuse to speak. Whether this is willing or the result of the trauma they observed is uncertain. They continue to draw strange symbols on any surface they can find, and when no other surface is available, they use their own skin. After persistent inquiries as to what they were doing, one of them finally turned to me and spoke. "We witnessed the truth," he said, "and so will you." This last bit he screamed as he came at me with a utility knife. Thankfully, I managed to scramble away. It took several soldiers to subdue him before he could be taken to a more secure holding area. Oh, yeah, I need to investigate artifact storage. Sure. That sounds like a great idea.
Entering zero gravity.
Oh! Hold on. Is this the room that... Just checking. Is this above the area that we were in earlier? That I looked up at and said... something was 0G up here. I think it might be. We can't get through here, can we? No. I assume I'm doing the right thing here. God knows. No, I don't think this can be the same place because we're in a completely different part of the facility, aren't we? Or maybe we're not. These things are weird. Oh, what was that? Text log? Randomly floating. When I first saw the city, I was amazed at the statuary. They're everywhere you look, clustered together, integrated into the architecture. It wasn't until I studied them more closely that I understood. They're not statues at all, but the remains of this once great species. Willing or not, they have become an integral part of a machine of staggering complexity. They've literally paid for the construction with their very lives. I'm really liking this backstory stuff. It's got a Mass Effect 2 style feel to it. 2 and 3. You know how in Mass Effect 2 and 3 they really started layering home the story, which, if you'll indulge me for a second, I don't know whether any of you have played the Mass Effect trilogy. It is one of my favourite science fiction trilogies of all time. But I cannot help but wonder what it could have been if they'd stuck with the original plan. Mass Effect 2 and 3 had a different writer than Mass Effect 1. And the plan for where it was going to go with dark matter and stuff like that is very, very interesting. It's the same for Gene Roddenberry's Andromeda, the series starring, unfortunately, Kevin Sorbo, amongst others. The creative minds behind the story for the first season of that had an idea of where they wanted the story to go, and it went in completely a different direction after, you know, the creative differences, and they were released. The interesting thing is that the writer for Andromeda released a script in PDF format of where his plans were to go with the series, and it sounds so much more interesting than where eventually season 5, I think it was, of Andromeda actually went. It would have been a much more interesting story. So yeah, Mass Effect 2 and 3, I really enjoyed with the Reapers and the Collectors and all of that. I mean, Mass Effect 2 is a masterpiece. The ending of Mass Effect 3, even the extended edition, is obviously a shit show. It's better than it was, but it's still bad in comparison to what it could have been. I still think the Reaper indoctrination theory is a much better ending than what we actually got, sadly. But, you know, writers have their creative visions, and sometimes they can't all knock it out of the park. Obviously, the writing of Dead Space 3 for the backstory has been really good, as far as I'm concerned. I have no real complaints about the backstory. The melodrama... stasis coating. The melodrama of what we've actually been presented in terms of the story that we're playing through that reveals the backstory. There's been a little bit too much melodrama for my taste.
Exiting zero gravity.
Wonderful. I do seem to be going off at tangents in these last couple of episodes, but again, this is the end game. You know, we're leading up to, I'm assuming, I'm going to take a guess
Zero gravity.
that Isaac is going to make some kind of heroic sacrifice at the end of this, potentially believing that Ellie is dead. I doubt she is, because we didn't see her die. Mind you, we didn't see Santos die either. Somebody has laid traps down here. Oops. Just check that there's nothing up in the sky. No, I think we're going down, aren't we? Vents, you say? Nothing can go wrong there. Let's quickly get down here. Another text log. Yeah, it's definite kind of... These are the things you need to know for the ending to make sense, world building. Some of the artifacts we brought up for examination were covered in what I can only describe as fossilized carbuncles. We thought they were inert, having been dead for potentially millions of years. But while they were in anti-grav transit, some of the growths broke off. When crews went back to retrieve them, they discovered several large pods affixed to the wall, presumably incubating something within. When approached, they cracked open and what spilled out was horrifying. We lost several of our crew that day. The creatures have since been shut up in the transit shaft until we can examine them. The other shaft has been fitted with tripwire devices to deter any others that may have escaped our notice. Yeah, this is a real case of... I mean, it's the classic fantasy trope, isn't it? They dug too deep. In this case, it is they dug too deep into something that they couldn't possibly understand, as opposed to a physical digging too deep. Although I suppose...
Exiting zero gravity.
I suppose there is a certain amount of that as well in this section.
Warrior.
Oh god.
Warrior.
Let's play that again. Oops.
Warrior. Warrior.
Again, just writing this down because it's almost certainly going to be important. Safety sticker! This area is safe. This is the way forwards. Warrior. Ooh. I note the vents. There we go. I missed one, didn't I? Yes. Squishy. Yeah, decent atmosphere in this place. Partially because the green glows. Not entirely sure. Whoa! I'm fine. That was fine. What was I saying? Yeah, green glow. Why have they chosen green lights here? What is that? That's what that is. It's the annoying little babies. I kind of feel like they were maybe supposed to spawn from that creature. And they didn't. No! Whoa! Yep, you got me there, game. Not gonna lie. Got me there. I've got completely turned around as well. Back hall. Alien translation.
Final.
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 Open final warrior. Those are some specific word choices.
Entering gravity.
I suspect that was supposed to be there for a jump scare. Looks like we're going up this time. Do I trust my skills enough to navigate through here? Not when I'm being shot at, I don't. Still being shot at? From where? That's not one. There. There we go. No. Do not want. Ah, alien artifact. Personal journal, Dr. Earl Serrano. The signal projected by the markers permeates everything and everyone. We are all affected differently. Some are driven to rage, others suffer hallucinations, and still others fall into a gibbering dementia. But perhaps the most insidious effect it has is when we don't realise it has taken hold of us. Indeed, we show no outward signs of madness. We believe we are following our natural compulsions, and in all likelihood we will not realise this manipulation until our ill-conceived plans come to fruition and it is too late to reverse our actions. Am I justified in resisting the urge to turn off the machine? Am I right in believing the machine must be completed to stop the markers? Am I slave to the very forces that conspire to wipe out all life in this universe? Only time will tell. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yay! Engineering puzzle! Yes. I suspect those are much easier with the sticks, if I'm honest.
Exiting zero gravity.
Ooh. +2 damage, +2 clip. +2/+2. Got plenty of equipment stuff now. Let's put... Yes, +2/+2. Don't mind if I do. Oops. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, hold on. Let's quickly... The fact that it's given us a bench... 14 shots now. Oh. Oh, God.
Sacrifice. Sacrifice.
Okay. I mean, these things are breaking out of here, right? What did we just pick up? I don't know what we just picked up. Artifact something or other. Ooh. +2 reload, +2 damage. Ah. Ooh. +2/+2, +2/+2/+2/+2. Huh. No. Right. Yeah, shit. These are regenerators. I thought they were. You're not a regenerator. Oh, hello. Da-da-da. They have to give us a fairly easy one to do with these, yeah? Oh, that's actually the door forwards! Ah! I've got a really itchy nose.
A few moments later.
Oh, Jesus. This door is locked. Right, it doesn't look like they can come through into 0G. Or maybe they don't want to. What is that? Are there bits? They're very grunty, aren't they? They're very grunty. I guess we're going up further. Yeah, still going upwards. Just checking for collectibles. That's a light. Doesn't look like there's anything over there. No. Right. I strongly suspect...
Exiting zero gravity.
That was really close to my ear hole. Oh, that was tungsten. This is really helpful because I'm actually body blocked. No! Fuck's sake. Let me through. Thank you. That's not the way. Waiting? Waiting for what? Oh, waiting for the lift to arrive. Okay, I just used up 3 med canisters there. Inventory saving. Jeez. Right. So are we back on the... Yeah. We're back on track for whichever chapter we were on. 17, was it? It actually tells you in the subtitles there. There we go. That seems like a massively inefficient door. Oh, yay. A marker. Just what I want.
Entering zero gravity.
Yeah. You're not going to jump scare me because I can hear you from a mile away. Right, I saw a thing. It was purple and shiny. And I've lost it. It wasn't that. Ah. It was that. +2 reload, +1 rate of fire. Excuse you? Whatever, mates. Oh, I can land here. I didn't actually mean to land. I meant to change my orientation. Now I can put the scavenger bot down here in 0G. I guess it doesn't care. Oh, you didn't die. Now you did. Okay. Same. Yeah. So this is just open over and over and over again. Game just randomly minimized itself. I don't know whether that's a Windows 11 thing or what. Ooh. A shiny... Oh.
These disc-shaped areas on the floor. They supercharge our TK capacity, but hurt like hell.
What about stasis?
What about it?
Think it's enhanced too?
Try it, let me know.
Okay. +2 reload, +1 clip. So I can... Right. I wasn't expecting them to explode. I was just expecting me to be able to move them out of the way. But hey. Some ammo? Oh, good. Compact standard frame. This place doesn't look messed up at all. Ugh. Super pretty, but not working. So one guess is... Does that put the lift on? It has. Oh, I've got to wait for it to come down. I was wondering... Cool. See, I love alien civilizations in video games. I love seeing just what weird, creative stuff people come up with.
Incredible, isn't it? I call this the promenade, one of the many conduits straight to the heart of the machine. Without the codex, I can only speculate, but I suspect the machine needs to be opened for any changes to be made. I believe the monoliths on this plateau do just that. By standing on the special disc-shaped area on the floor, I've discovered I can use my kinesis module in a boosted capacity to manipulate them. The two hieroglyphics on the wall behind me indicate that one configuration will open the machine. Another will enact any changes to the internal programming. Once you get it open and have followed all of my research, you will need to return here to enact the final stage.
Okay. So I need to turn them? Oh no, I need to... Ah, I see. So it's all about where they're going. And... I guess? Ah! Codex! I didn't realise we'd still got it. That's...
Oh, God. This isn't a city, Carver. All of this is the machine.
Holy hell. Okay, you're the engineer. How do we fix it?
We'll follow Serrano's clues and reconfigure the machine. I just opened a conduit to the heart of the city. If there's a control center for the Codex, that's where it is. Meet me there.
Good-o. Yeah. Can't see anything going wrong here. I'm running away. Can I run away? Is that a thing? Oh. Oh, there we go. Woo! Oh, good. Flight section. Of course. Been a while since we've had one of these. Oh, this one's fairly straightforward. Easy. That's a different set of symbols, isn't it? Yeah, it doesn't actually make these very easy, very difficult. Uh-oh, progress saving. Oh. Yes, you guys. I assume that's the way forwards. Yeah, in that case. Oh, interesting. Ah! I was going to say, random dead end. Artifact discovered. Elizabeth Atwood. We noticed their haunting, graceful forms almost immediately as we descended into the city. Some were 20 stories tall and others no more than 4 meters in height. After a grueling, hours-long hike, we made camp at the feet of one such statue. To keep from freezing, we deployed a portable heating unit and huddled around it until we managed to fall asleep. I was jolted awake by a shrill, flute-like noise. The statue was gone, and so were half of my crew. As I fumbled for my gear, I saw it, gaunt and grey, its bone-crested head staring in my direction. This couldn't be one of the noble beings that constructed this city, could it? It appeared stunted and corrupt, a frightening and twisted version of this species. With the fate of my crew uncertain, I did the only thing I could do. I ran. Shit. Can I... No? No stasis then? There we go. I have no idea what the hell happened there, but I was slamming C for stasis and just got nothing. And stasis is very clearly full. Well, at least it was. Super stasis. Ooh, reload and damage, you say? What do I actually want to do with this? Is it just for killing?
Hey, Carver, I'll bet this supercharging effect might let us TK the limbs right off necromorphs while they're still moving.
That's great. Thanks for the tip.
Okay. I thought it said it was supposed to hurt us using these things. I mean, that's a cool ammo saving mechanic. Right. Wonderful. Chapter 18. Kill or be killed. The alien machine. I find it odd that they're introducing these mechanics. Mind you, I suppose it makes sense that they're introducing them in this particular location, because they wouldn't make sense to have this super what have you elsewhere. The world building that they are doing here is really good. It's there's a lot of interesting kind of backstory and lore being drip fed through. I thought it was kind of odd that there was an optional mission this late in the game, but actually I suppose it makes sense because it enables people that want it to have just that little bit of extra kind of story and lore to flesh out the world. And as I've said, this is what I'm playing Dead Space 3 for. But to be honest, apart from the major issues that I've had with the save system versus chapter select, which all boils down to how the optional missions have been implemented. If it weren't for the optional missions not having the save system as part of it, I wouldn't have had a single issue with the game. It's just that I wanted to do the optional stuff, and taking that break in chapter 15 really messed things about, and the crash in chapter 5 as well, which might have been my own fault, but I'm not entirely sure. I mean, my fault in the sense that I tried to fix the audio issue that Visceral should have fixed a decade ago, but obviously they don't exist anymore, so Chapter 18. Let's see. Now I know that I can actually check that. I missed stuff. What have I missed? I've missed 2 circuits apparently in that mission. Oh, and I bet there were some of the nice +2 ones as well. Either way, I'm not worried about that now. Chapter 18 has started, so I think it's fairly safe to quit here and go and get some lunch. My frame rate is all over the place. I thought it was odd. In some of the snowy sections, I thought it looked a little bit jittery because I'm playing on a G-Sync monitor, so it doesn't often really become very noticeable. But the last couple of missions, it really has. Unlock the 8-bit themed retro mode by completing the game on hardcore mode. Is that the one where if you die, it deletes your save? Because I don't think I'll be doing that. Take down the terror together by playing with a friend. in co-op. Yeah, you have to, otherwise you can't finish the game properly. That's a stupid decision. It's a stupid decision. I really hate that. Anyway, I don't want to get annoyed or what have you. So I will catch you all in, well, I hopefully catch you all in chapter 18. Until then, have yourself a fabulous day. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.